Good morning, everyone, and I just wanted to show you guys what came in the mail today. I finally got my 2J Racing intake version 2. Here is the filter. It's very, very nice, high quality. And then here is the best part of an intake. Look how nice that looks. Just look how nice that looks. What I really like about this, got stuck. What I really like about this is these clamps. Look how nice these are. Like, you definitely cannot buy these in a store. It's so nice. And obviously they come with another decal, which I don't know what I'm going to do with this one because I already have one on my vehicle. And then, of course, here's the bolts for the MAF sensor. And this is probably a bolt to hook up this to the car. Most likely, I'm not sure yet. But stay tuned and I will have the installation video. Okay, I'm back, everyone. I'm going to start taking the sensor out, and that doesn't work. Of course it doesn't, so I need to go get a tinier one. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, that one works. Just barely. Just barely works. It's a good thing I'm not going to reuse these screws. Oh, jeez. Alright, goes out. Push down. Okay. Go. Get this guy out. Alright, got that out. Let's unhook the MAF sensor. Maybe. Just wiggle, wiggle. Okay, we're just going to take it out first and then unhook it. Jesus. Normally, it's not this hard. It's fighting me this time. You know what? There's really no reason to get rid of that because I'm just going to put it right back in. So we're just going to have it hanging out right there, I guess. Alrighty. So the next step would be most likely to get rid of these. So use. Alright, loosen these up. Might as well loosen this one up too. And the one on the very bottom. I don't know if you can see it on tape. Kinda. You can kinda see it on the video. So, let's see. Good enough. Alright, can you see this one on the video? Let's see. Oh, this one's going to be difficult. But I can just barely reach it. Barely reach it. Okay, got it. I just got to finesse myself in here. Alright, it's coming loose. Just need to get it loose enough to get it off. And that is it. These have been on here for at least 2 years, so they're definitely going to be harder to get off. They're going to be stuck a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. I think that's good. It's loose. It's just stuck on the on the rubber. Okay. So first things first. Oop, watch out for that. Jesus. Yeah, put it there. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pull this off like that and bring it over here to get it out of the way. And then I'll take this off. It's such a tight fit because I have the Corolla to Camry throttle body and spacer, so it's a tight fit in here. I'm going to try to finesse this out. Now, this is what I have to do every single time I try to clean the filter on this to keep it intake. Luckily, I won't have to worry about that anymore. But it's only this tight if you have the Camry or Corolla to Camry throttle body and spacer. Other than that, it shouldn't be this tight if you do not have that. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get this off and then I'll continue the video. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Finally got it out. It was a little difficult because the rubber likes to stick to everything. Alright, so I got that out. I'm gonna take this guy off. Alright. Now this can come out because you don't need it in this anymore, in the rubber, on the hosing. You don't need it anymore, so you gotta wiggle it. Keep wiggling. Ow, that hurts. Okay, just keep wiggling. Keep wiggling. Whew, this rubber likes to hold onto everything. Just keep wiggling it out. Jesus, that is in there. Oh, got it. Whew. Wow. Ow. At least I got it out. Okay. Okay, got that. So I'll probably take the rest of this hose out. Just pull it. That's all you gotta do. That was pretty easy. And then you take this guy out. Maybe. Like I said, this rubber likes to hold onto everything. And Elizabeth in the back has a lot to say today. Alright, got that out. Whew, that was hard. That was in there. Okay. Alright, got that. And take this guy out. Just, all you gotta do is wiggle it. Wiggle. Maybe. Pull. Okay, I got that side. Pull. Whew. Oh yeah, that needs to be cleaned. I cleaned it not too long ago. Well, I cleaned it a while ago, but it lasted a good bit before it needs to be cleaned again. Yeah, definitely needs to get cleaned. You can tell just by this side here. It looks a little dry. It's supposed to be a wet filter. This side is still fine, but it's just that side that isn't. So I'll definitely clean this before I sell it. But as you can tell, it's been very well taken care of. So, alright, got all those out of there. Now this is the fun part. Gotta go in here in this little hole and take out those screws. This is the fun part because the screws are so difficult to get out because you barely have any room. And I believe they are 10 millimeter, I believe. Let's find out if they're 10. And they are 10. I'm good. Alright, this is the fun part because unless you have a smaller one of these, which I don't, so I just have to finesse myself in there and try my best. Gotta make sure you're going the right way. You don't want to be tightening it. I am tightening it, so go that way. There we go. I'm going to do the other side first. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I will continue the video once I get these out. Alright, so I got the screws out. Just gotta use my fingers to get them out the rest of the way. These are very, very, very long screws. Okay, got one out. Now go for the next. Luckily, there's only 2 of them on the Takeda intake. almost there. Very long screw. Jesus, very long screw. Okay, got it. Got those off. Let me clean my hands before I grab the outside of it. It was kind of dirty in there. Alright, and this should come right out. Here, I think that was, yeah, just 2 screws. So all you do is pull it. Now, it's a very tight fit, like I said. So, but yeah, it's coming out. So I will be right with you guys. Let me try to get this out, and then I'll continue the video. Alright guys, so I decided that the best course of action, instead of trying to finesse that out of that tight area, that I'm going just to take off these plastic tabs and this plastic piece. I'm gonna have to take it off anyways for the 2J racing intake. Alright, get all these out of here. Now the key is to not drop one in the engine. I've done that before, not fun, because I have to try to get it out of the engine. Alrighty, sorry if it's a little dirty. I did just clean it, but it's been windy today. Oh, yep, like I said, be careful not to lose them. Okay, I think that's all of them. So just gonna pull this piece out. Put it over here on the side. Alrighty, and then to get this out, you need, I believe, another 10mm to get this one out, this one out, this one out, and this one out. And I believe that is it for now. I will get these out. I'm probably gonna get a little extender to help out with that. Pretty sure these are 10mm. I am correct. It's like I've done this before. Nope. Alright, hold on a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, nice. Let's not hit that. Alright. And yes, you will need to get rid of this for the 2J intake. So the 2J intake doesn't use this filter like the Takeda intake uses. Honestly, that's what I really like about the Takeda intake, that it uses literally everything that the stock intake uses. But I'm going to call this an upgrade, because that's pretty much what it is from the Takeda intake. Also, that is my big Ram snorkel, if you guys are wondering. That is not stock. I really like it. If you can't see, but you can see the white edges around it. It's nice. Does it do anything? Probably not. But I really like the look of it. It's a little dirty in here. I must clean. Alright, I'm going to take these out and I'll be right back. Alright, and just like that, got it all out. There it is. There's Elizabeth. She's very upset right now, so I'm going to try to hurry. Alright, I got this. I'm going to pull it out. It should come right out unless I'm missing one. I don't think so. Shouldn't be missing anything. Oh, you know what? That's right. It sticks in here. So you just pull it out of that. Got it. And there it is. It came out. Gotta clean that. It's pretty bad. Alright, let me clean this real quick. You see a little bit of blue here. It's from the cleaner. Not cool, but it is what it is. Actually, I'm gonna clean a little bit more of that. Sort of think it's on my fingers. She's having a day today, Elizabeth. Okay. Alright, well, I'll have to clean that better later, but it is what it is. Got a little blue from the cleaning stuff. To clean it later. Gotta clean in there anyways. It's a little dirty. I did clean here not too long ago, but like I said, it's been windy, so a lot of sand gets kicked up and stuff, so it got a little coated. Alrighty, so I got all that. There's the 2J intake. I will continue this video in a minute after I get it out of the box. Alright, I'm back, guys. I had to go take care of Elizabeth for a second. She was hungry and needed a diaper change. But here's the 2J Racing intake. And here is the rest of it. Oh, that was a bee. Alrighty, so this piece here will be the piece that goes onto the throttle body. So just give me 1 second, I will put it on and then I will continue this video. Okay, so I got this on. Now this is the bigger side, and this is the smaller side. So you want to put the bigger side on your throttle body. Alright, and then grab one of these guys. I believe they are the same size, so it really doesn't matter which one you grab. This one needs to get loose up though, so I can put it on there. Alright, I'll do that real quick, get this on, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I did realize that these clamps, the two that come with it, are two different sizes. There is one bigger than the other, so it does matter. And the bigger side of this tubing goes onto the throttle body. So, something I've learned about the 2J intake. But it makes sense because most of intakes have two clamps and they're both different sizes, so it's quite normal. But I'm going to tighten this one up and then I will be back. Alright, I got that one on. I tightened it. It is a 10mm, by the way, so it's going to be 10mm all around, literally 10mm on the intake, 10mm all the way down here. So yeah, finally got that on. Alright, and now it's time to put the intake on. I will continue the video once I get it in place. Okay everyone, so I've learned that the smaller side goes on the throttle body and the bigger side actually goes on the intake tube itself. However, I also realized that this tubing here is made for the Corolla throttle body and not the Camry one, because it was a very tight fit. However, I got it in, thank God, because I am sweating. I had to push it down really, really hard just to get it on there, and I had to finesse it a little bit. I had to use a flathead just to help me out because holy moly, it was tight as it was tight. I'm not going to say bad words on YouTube. I almost did. But, okay, now it's time for the intake itself. Let's get started. Alright, so to get this tubing down in there, I'm going to have to remove this bolt here and this bolt right here so I can pull out my front bumper. I'm going to really try not having to take the front bumper off. I'm just going to pull out the top part of it to see if I can get this to fit inside in here where it's supposed to go. I will be right back. Alright, scratch that guys. These aren't the bolts I take out. These are actually for the headlights. I haven't done this in a while. It's been, I think, about a year since I've taken this off. So it's actually this bolt here, this bolt here, and this bolt here. That should allow me to pull this out a little bit to get this in there. Alright, I'm going to go and do that. And these are, by the way, a 10mm as well, like everything else. So that's really all you need is a 10mm. So you want to, oh, let's not drop that. Problems of doing this with one hand. Gotta really hold it. So you want to take these out. Oop, Jesus. Let's not do that either. Alrighty. will be right back, guys. Once I get that in there and pull this out a little bit, I'll start the video again. Alrighty, I got it on. Whew, it took a lot of finessing, by the way, guys. It was very tight. It was super difficult, especially because my throttle body is a little bit bigger than the stock throttle body. So it was very tight to get it on there, but I did it, and it's all tight with the clamps. I had to remove the other clamp it came with only because it was just easier to use that one after I already put it on there. I didn't want to like have to take it back off, and then when you put it on there, it was already hard enough the first time. So I just used a clamp I had, which is fine because it's still going to do the exact same thing. Now I did remove these bolts here, and I did pull this out a little bit, so I'm going to try to finesse this in here so I don't have to remove the entire bumper. But yeah, I will be right back. Alright everyone, so I finally got the air filter on. It took a little finessing. I had to, like I said, pull this out a little bit. But one thing I've learned, you do not need to take the entire front bumper off to put this on. You just have to take the top screws off and these clips here on both sides, and then just kind of pull it out like this, where it's kind of loose, and then just put this in here and then put it up, and then tighten it with the clamp that came with the intake. Now, one thing I have to say is that 2J's clamps are amazing, but a little difficult to work with, just so you know. So if you wanted to go to the store and, let's say, buy these easier clamps, I would do so if you don't want to do a lot of finessing. But yeah, so I got this on, so the next step would be to put the MAF sensor in. Now, one thing I've noticed that I will have to take this clamp out to put it in here, because the way this is facing, it doesn't reach quite. So, oh, let's not drop that. It doesn't reach. So I definitely have to unclamp this here, but it's just a little clip you pull out and then it, it's off. So it should be pretty easy. Alright guys, I actually learned something. This little clip back here actually opens. Yeah, you literally just flip up the top part of it, and then this bottom piece comes right out. So I didn't need to mess with this piece at all. You live, you learn. What can I say? But I got the sensor finally on top, so I'm going to screw it in, and then I'm going to put this guy in here, and then I'm going to finesse the front bumper back on, and I will be right back. Alright, so we need one of these, and you got to push down to get these on. Just got to keep pushing down. Okay, everyone. So, it wasn't the smaller screw, or Phillips head, it was this one. So, not the small one. I'm not sure what the size is on this one, but the small one was way too small for these. So, this is the perfect size here, but you have to like put it in and really push down to get these down. But I did that. Alright, and now I'm going to put the front bumper back on. Now the problem is with this is I probably have to do some finessing as well to fit this in, because we don't want it getting hit constantly. So I will be right back. Alright, so I got the front bumper back in. All the bolts are in. I ended up putting these bolts back in their spots, so when I do end up putting it back in at some point, the plastic piece, I'll have them there. Alright, and here it is. It isn't touching anything important. It looks like this plastic piece here, this little tab, is just touching the rubber, so it's not that big of a deal. And then this piece right here, this metal piece, is just touching it, but it's not doing anything. And other than that, there's a plastic piece down here that is also just touching the rubber, so it's really not big of a deal. But here it is. Alright, I'm going to get some cleaner and clean the fingerprints off of here, and then I'll probably just unplug the battery for 5 minutes, which is what you're supposed to do, and then you're supposed to let the car run for 15. I'm probably gonna do that now, but then you're supposed to drive the car for 30 minutes. But that won't happen until tomorrow, so I'm gonna have a whole new video on me driving the car for 30 minutes and my impressions after the 30-minute warm-up. But today I definitely will unplug the battery and let the car run for 15 minutes. So I will be back for that. But for now, I'm going to clean off this intake to get all the fingerprints off of it. Alright, so let's get it cleaned off. Get all those fingerprints off. Alrighty. I would use cleaner, but I don't have cleaner, unfortunately, right now for it. So we're just gonna have to do it like this. Just wipe it down as best we can. Okay. Alright, and now the next step is to unplug the battery. So I would need to unplug, take off the negative terminal first, and then the positive for 5 minutes. Alright, I unplugged the battery. Now I gotta wait 5 minutes, and I will continue the video. Alright. I have the battery plugged back in, so now all I have to do is turn the car on for 15 minutes and let it idle. Alright everyone, so I have the car on. It is going to be idling for at least 15 minutes. After that, I will turn it off, and then you're supposed to drive it for 30 minutes without pushing it too hard. So you drive it for a normal 30 minutes without pushing it. And then after 30 minutes, you can full throttle it all you want. But yeah, that was the installation process. And tomorrow I will be doing the 30-minute drive. I will not be doing that today. I will definitely be doing it tomorrow and giving my impressions after 30 minutes and everything like that. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. Well, I hope you guys have a good night. Peace. Just to let you guys know, I did forget to put this piece on after I've turned the car on. But that's not a big deal. Just don't forget that. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and no lights have come on other than my tire light, but that's because I don't have any sensors in my tires or in my wheels. So, but other than that, no lights have come on. Everything seems to be good.